Hello YouTube, it is the beginning of May and that means it is time to go over my May budget. I'm trying something new where I post a picture of my budget in this area over here. Hopefully it's showing up so you guys can kind of see exactly what I have written down for myself. My overall budget, what I will be spending, or my spending limit, is $3,000. That income is a combination of my Amazon business income and my child support. Okay, and just real quick, I want to address one thing, and that is because I had about 5 comments on my very first video where I talked about my debt, and they came in relatively recently, where it was 5 men who were talking about the fact that I was receiving child support was because I was a gold digger and I could have had an abortion, but the only reason I had a child was to get the money. So I did just want to briefly talk about that. When my husband moved out and the divorce proceedings started, I never once asked for child support. All I asked for was full custody of my daughter, and he did give me that. With that being said, he wanted to pay child support and he feels like it is his responsibility, and kudos to him for that because it is a huge financial help to me. He may be taking a break from paying child support because he is changing jobs and he may be unemployed for a while, and I've been completely understandable about that. I even made a video about it where I was talking about how I needed to pick up and make sure that I could provide financially for Charlotte because I am not relying on him to financially help me with our daughter. With that being said, it's extremely helpful and I am so grateful for it. Half of all of the payments that he pays goes directly into a college savings account for her, and then the other half is literally just used for things that she needs throughout the month, from formula to part of the rent because I have an additional bedroom for her. Charlotte is spilling the cat water bowl all over. Awesome. But needless to say, I do not take the topic of child support lightly. I do not feel like it is entitled to me just because I had a child. Charlotte is a huge blessing to me. I wouldn't have had an abortion whether or not I was going to get child support from giving birth to her. So I just felt like those comments were obviously troll comments, but it is something I want to address because a lot of people feel like single moms are entitled to child support and it, they have this attitude about it. And I just want to say that it was not my choice to receive child support. I am very grateful for it. It is a financial blessing for Charlotte and I. It is something I loosely rely on right now, but I'm trying to get to a place where we don't rely on it. And if he decides that he would just like to give full legal custody and everything to me, and in return quit paying child support, which I don't think he'll do. He does care about his daughter. But if he ever decided to do that, I want to be in a place financially where I don't have to rely on that child support, and I am working to get there. But yeah, I just wanted to address that real quick because I found those comments really hurtful and they got on my nerves, but it was not my choice to receive child support, and I am very grateful for it. So let's now move on to the actual part of the video that you guys came for, which is my budget. So I'm just going to be looking down and I'm going to see exactly the paper that you guys see there. So $3,000 is my total budget. If you hear cartoons in the background, sorry, that's my one way to keep Charlotte entertained so I can get through these videos. But alrighty, let's go here. We have $1,100 for rent, have that every single month. I have my insurance sinking fund that $100 will be going into, but $590 will be coming out of that sinking fund, which I will have full, ready to be paid because May is the month that I renew my car insurance and my rental insurance, both of which are combined and will be paid in that payment. For electricity, I have $40 budgeted. In the winter, it was $50. It is now down to $40. And Charlotte wants me to flip through a book here. I got this awesome, this was at a thrift shop. I got it for like 30 cents. And it has all the birds locally, so we've been using it when we go to the park. This is totally sidetracked. But anyways, I don't know if the budget page is covering that. Okay. But it's pretty cool. We've been taking this when we go to the park. It's kind of worn down now, but it's awesome because we can identify birds. That is totally not part of this video. Okay, for electricity, I have $40. For my emergency fund, I continue to put $100 in there every single month, and I do that kind of just to create an extra buffer for myself. So I will have $100 going into my emergency fund. My Smile Direct Club payment for my teeth is $100. My furniture loan, $125. My cell phone, $135. For fuel, I have $200 budgeted, and that is way more than my $50 that I usually have budgeted. And if you guys want to see why on that, stay tuned for my May finance goals, which will be coming up later this week. That video I will be talking about why my fuel bill is so high. For groceries, usually I have $75 budgeted. This month I have $100 budgeted, and that is because my mother will be staying with me for 2 weeks to care for Charlotte, so I want to have enough groceries to feed her while she is here. And then my ex-husband, Charlotte's dad, plans to visit over Memorial Day, and when he visits, he stays here, and I provide all the food and everything because he is paying for travel costs. So that extra $25 hopefully will feed the both of them, and I think it will because I can make some things last. Okay, then I have my car lease payment, $300. My credit card minimum payment is $200. My personal business loan is $300 minimum payment. And for my cat this month, I have $40 budgeted. That is less than normal, and that is because I used my Ibotta points, which is basically just a cashback app. I will leave a link to in the description box below. Yeah, Charlotte, you tell him about it. She's singing a song for us. But I used those points. I got about $40 cash back that I used to stock up on enough cat litter, which should be enough for this month and next month, some dry food and some hard food for my cats, or some dry food and some wet food for my cats. So they are completely stocked up in everything they need. The $40 that I have budgeted will be used to get Mipsy, my little kitten, spayed. So that is where that money will be going this month. So yeah, guys, this budget is a little different than normal. It's a little higher than normal in some areas. And if you want to hear more about why that is, please tune in later this week for my big announcement of some financial goals that I am doing in the month of May. And yeah, that is my budget. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.